What is going on, warriors and farmers of Tamaris? Back again with another Call of Dragons video. In today's episode, we are going to have a look at how the seraphic Faedrake might be a better option for your Liliya Theia combo. We all know that the Sapphire Faedrake is the real deal. However, if you're not too fully invested in a Sapphire Faedrake, you might want to consider the seraphic Faedrake. If you're new here, subscribe for more content, like the video. Let's get started. Alright, warriors of Tamaris, there is a brand new war pet in Tamaris, aka the seraphic Faedrake. It has the ability to do damage and heal your legion at the same time. On top of that, you can collect a lot of stacks and increase the damage output of your pet. This pet could be a very good option for those who like to use Liliya Theia. We all know that the Sapphire Faedrake is the real deal for your Liliya Theia, but you might want to consider the seraphic Faedrake. And when should you consider the seraphic Faedrake? If you don't have the advanced paint bloom on your Sapphire Faedrake, then I think you should go for the seraphic Faedrake. And I'm going to show you guys how the seraphic Faedrake is going to work for your Liliya Theia. Now, the first thing you're going to put on your seraphic Faedrake is this heart wall right here. This heart wall is going to help you trigger the Lex Lucis for Theia. It's also going to give you the stacks needed to add more damage. So let's head over to the heroes and see how they are going to synergize together. We shall begin by checking out the skills of Theia. Theia has so many awesome skills for the open field. She can bring a lot of attack. She can give you some defense. Let us go over to skill number 4, known as the Lex Lucis. It says, when Legion gains a shield, their attack is increased by 10%, up to a maximum of 30%. Every time you get a shield, you're going to get 10% attack. When you get 3 shields, it's going to be 30% attack. And every shield you get after that is going to refresh this skill right here, maintain it at 30%. But the good thing is the shield that you get are going to be counted as a buff. And those buffs are going to give you stacks for your seraphic Faedrake. So this is the beauty of this hero. And then you have Liliya as well. When you go to the Liliya talent tree, you're going to see that you have the Orb of Protection. When casting rage skills, your Legion has a 25% chance to gain a shield. So this shield is going to trigger Lex Lucis. And then Lex Lucis is going to get a 10% attack increase. And that is going to be counted as a buff. It's going to give you a stack for your seraphic Faedrake. That is so cool. Another good thing about this Orb of Protection is that it can also be triggered by the talent skill of the war pet. So that is going to be some good stuff. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the synergy between these two heroes. You have Liliya, who can give you the shield from her talent tree, and then the Theia, who has the Lex Lucis. Now we're going to go to the war pet section, see how you can build it, and then we're going to go on the map and fight some Darkling and just show you how this thing can really work. Let us see how the seraphic Faedrake might be a better option for a lot of people. Like I said in the introduction, if you don't have the advanced paint bloom, you should consider the seraphic Faedrake. If you don't plan on getting advanced paint bloom, you should consider the seraphic Faedrake. And I'm going to show you why. So this is a Sapphire Faedrake with maxed out intelligence. We're going to use this one as a template. So let's see the damage output at 3 stars. For the Sapphire Faedrake, the paint bloom is going to do 460 damage, which is very good. How about the seraphic Faedrake? With maxed out intelligence, seraphic Faedrake is going to do 407 damage. So it's a little bit lower than the Sapphire Faedrake. But if you look here at the bottom, war pet skill damage dealt plus 8% per stack. Let's say you just have 4 stacks right now. Or let's say you have 6 stacks. So 6 times 8 is going to be around 48, give or take. The math is not good. So you're going to increase this damage by another 48%. So this thing could go all the way up to 600 even, more than the Sapphire Faedrake. Now, if you're building the Sapphire Faedrake, you're also going to be limited by this skill right here, aka the Intense Paint Bloom. This skill takes time to get the maximum 40%. But with the seraphic Faedrake, you're going to get that instantly. You don't even need to worry. So this pet is going to do a lot of damage. It's going to heal your legion. It's going to heal a nearby legion as well, making it a better option for your pairing. Now you're going to have your Theia giving 1 shield to one of your nearby friendly legion, and then you have the seraphic Faedrake also healing that friendly nearby legion. Let's say you just take 2 mage marches outside. This is going to be very, very good. The seraphic Faedrake will be a very, very good option. Another reason why you gotta go with this pet is because this skill is not intelligence, the intense soul source. It's not intelligence, which means when you put the follow-up, you will have another intelligence skill to use right here. Now, which intelligence skill is that going to be? You might want to put this crit rate skill instead. Let me go over here and see if I can find one. Yup, elemental harmony. You are going to be doing so much damage with the elemental harmony and the magic spirits. They can combine to do a lot for you. Now you can see I have interruption here. Forget about the interruption if you're using Liliya and the Theia. This is something for the new heroes, Thunderlin and Thalia. But if you're using Liliya and the Theia, you're going to need the Heart Wall. It's going to trigger Lex Lucis and it's going to give you entity stacks. That's why you got to put this one here. So this is how you would build the pet. You're going to put the crit rate. You're going to put this guy, put this one right here. Get elemental harmony. Maybe get this to 1 star. I think that's good enough because you might not be able to collect more than 6 stacks, give or take. So I think this one, 1 star, will be good enough. Very low investment that's going to give you a lot more damage than trying to build a Sapphire Faedrake. And like I said, if you don't have advanced Pain Bloom on your Sapphire Faedrake, then you should try and look into the seraphic Faedrake. It is the real deal. With that being said, let us go to the world map and see how these two are going to work together. So we're going to attack this Archer Darkling. We're going to create, I have preset number 1, Liliya Theia. We're going to swap this out with my seraphic Faedrake right here. We got our Heart Wall, which is what we are looking for. And for the stacks, we're going to see how many we get. My pet right now can give me up to 6 stacks. So we are going to count how many we get with the Liliya Theia. We're going to replace. We got all this. Let's go smash and grab. This archer is about to take a lot of damage. Let me know down below, guys, if you guys plan on trying this out. Me personally, I'm going to give it a shot. I want to see how it's going to work. We're getting some good healing. Theia is giving some good defense. We're getting shields. Okay, gonna go back in the building. We're gonna see the war report. All right, guys, here is the war report. Let us see how many stacks we got. Right off the bat, just from the beginning, we already got 2 stacks over here already. So that's some good stuff. And then we got the 3rd stack here, the 4th stacks here. When did we do the pet skill? Pet skill damage should be somewhere. You know what? Let's track it by expanding the war report. So here, head held high. We got Purging Wind. What is Purging Wind? Legion gain 20% defense. When Legion is composed entirely of flying units, their attack is increased by 10%. Okay? So the Purging Wind gave us 1 soul source stack, which is great. Right from turn number 1. And then turn number 3, here the Heart Wall comes out. Lex Lucis gets triggered. We get 10% attack increase. We get a soul source stacks right here. So this is the reason you need to put Heart Wall on your pet. Now let me show you why. As you can see from here, we started here. If you look on the right hand side, you don't have any attack. It's not there. But because you had the Heart Wall on your pet, it gave you Lex Lucis, which gave you 10% attack. Takes effect next turn. So we expand this turn here. You can see here, we got 10% attack now. Now you're going to be punching even harder. This is why I keep saying you should try and have the Heart Wall on your pet. It's very good for those quick fights. So we're going to keep this pushing. So on turn number 9, we do the rage skill. Magic Maelstrom came out. We have Terrifying Inferno. Well, look at this, guys. Does the Terrifying Inferno trigger this? Let me see. I didn't pay attention. Goes to the bottom. Or maybe not. I'll have to look into that later. So let's keep going. So here Theia cast a rage skill. And we got a soul source. Orb of Protection was triggered. We got another soul source. And then Lex Lucis, another soul source stacks. Let's see. Legion gains 1 stacks of entity for the duration of the battle. So we're going to keep going. Let me click on the side and see the damage output of the pet. So here is at 10% and this one 12%. Let's keep going. We see how many we got before we do the first casting. Now we have maxed out our Legion attack, which is beautiful. And then pet skill damage has gone to plus 18%. Healing has gone to plus 36%. So it looks like we have gotten all the 6 stacks from here already. Let me see. Legion gain 1 stack of entity for the duration of the battle. So let's keep pushing until the moment we cast the soul source. So right here, we just cast the soul source and the damage was insane. This is some good stuff, guys. Let's see. Pet magic skill damage dealt plus 18%. This is beautiful. What do you guys think? I think this is awesome, guys. This is some good stuff. I really like it. So 4 plus 2, which is 6 stacks. 6 times 3, which is 18. As you guys can see, we were able to collect all 6 stacks to get the 18% additional damage. This is great. We also got the crit. And like I said, with this pet, you can put the double crit damage, which is, what is it called? Magic Spirits and the other one, I forgot the name. So this is some good stuff, guys. You guys might want to consider this pet instead of the Sapphire Faedrake. That is provided you don't have the end of season 3-star skills. So let us go back to the pet sanctuary and see what you should do. So yep, this is going to be very good, man. If you don't have this advanced paint bloom, you should consider this pet. And when you regenerate this pet, you should try and get very high intelligence. I think you can get away by having bad spirit and luck. Try to go for a high intelligence. If you get one, that is going to be good. Because with high intelligence, you're going to be using 3 very powerful intelligence skills, which is very good. And for the spirit, I think you only need maybe 2 or 3 extra stacks, because Liliya and Theia, I don't think might be able to pass more than 8 stacks. But with testings, we'll have to find out. So what do you guys think? Let me know down below. Me personally, I'm going to be building 1 seraphic Faedrake for my Liliya Theia combination. Thank you guys for watching. If you're new, subscribe for more content. Until then, talk to you guys in the next one. Bye bye for now.